Hello everyone, I'm Ethan, the founder of Outcast Games. A couple of days ago, the MetaHuman Character Creator launched in early access. I was able to get access to it a day after the launch. Today we'll be doing a deep dive into the MetaHuman Creator. I'll share my thoughts, opinions, really just what I think Epic got right and what they didn't do so well with. At the end, I'll roll a time lapse of a character that I've created, and then in the next video, we'll replace the default character in the advanced locomotion system with a metahuman. Let's dive in. The most important thing to know about the MetaHuman Character Creator is that it is a web app. Pixels are being streamed over the internet to your computer. When I first heard that it was a web app, I wasn't too sure what to think. I'm used to downloading, installing, and running programs from my own computer. The problems I was expecting to encounter in the MetaHuman Character Creator weren't there. There wasn't latency, there wasn't lag, but I was still able to do ray tracing at 1050 Ti, which is pretty awesome, all because it's a web app. I wasn't sure, but Epic has won me over on this one. The only real downside to the MetaHuman Creator being a web app is that during early access, session times are limited to 1 hour. However, this is less of an issue and more of an inconvenience because you can simply refresh to get a new session, and the MetaHuman Creator is always saving your progress. The feature that sets the MetaHuman Character Creator apart from the rest is its blending mode, where you can blend between at least 3 pre-existing scanned faces along with the selected base to create a variety of new faces. It's fantastic for giving you a starting point in the sculpting mode. There are times when more precise control is required, and this is where the sculpting mode comes into play. It's where I spend most of my time inside of the MetaHuman editor. The only thing I'm really left wanting for is fine control over the smaller facial details. If Epic would implement a true sculpting mode, where you have a brush and you can sculpt the character as you would in ZBrush or Blender, that would be absolutely fantastic. The skin customization, as of right now, is simple yet efficient, a phrase that well suits the MetaHuman Character Creator as a whole. You are limited to realistic skin tones, as well as realistic contrast and roughness values. You can focus on what looks good without worrying about the values of your sliders being outside the limited range of physical accuracy. I want to draw special attention to the skin texture slider. It controls the character's age. At first glance, one might assume that it simply alters the character's normal and albedo maps. That assumption, however, is false. That is because this slider also changes the underlying facial structure of the character. The effect that it has on the character is simply astounding. The only downside here is that it only affects the character's face. The rest of the body remains the same. Hopefully, this will be changed soon before or after release. There's also customization options for Freckles, and the ability to give the character rosy cheeks, puffy eyes, a red nose, etc. Makeup, however, is also lacking. It can only be applied to the eyes and lips. Another thing that MetaHuman gets right are the eyes. With a variety of presets and customization options, nothing is left to be desired. Epic was ahead of the curve years ago when they made the Mic Digital Human, and they're ahead of the curve today with the MetaHuman Creator. For something rarely seen or paid much attention to, Epic put a lot of effort into the MetaHuman Creator's teeth customization. Randomness, offsets, tooth gum, and plaque color. There's not a lot of options, but the options provided are very effective. A character's hair is divided into 5 categories: head, eyebrows, eyelashes, mustache, and beard. The MetaHuman hair is based on Epic's new hair groom technology. Currently, many grooms do not have lower levels of detail or hair cards. This is because the MetaHuman Creator is still in early access, and things are still being worked on. I would love to see a more accessible groom creation tool in the future. The current good ones are paid add-ons for the already expensive 3ds Max or Maya programs. The coloring system for the hair is true to reality. On the x-axis, you can go from blonde to very dark brown, and on the y-axis, you can go to red. And there's a slider which turns the hair gray. Additionally, you can control the roughness of the hair with a slider as well. Unfortunately, the MetaHuman Creator falls short when it comes to body customization. There are only 3 height presets: short, average, and tall, and there are only 3 body types for each gender. The clothing options are also limited, with only 3 different types of shirts, 3 different types of pants, and 4 different types of shoes. But these limitations are to be expected, as the program is still in early access and Epic is still actively developing it. To wrap things up, I've created a time-lapse of me creating a character inside the MetaHuman Creator. For a program that just entered into early access, the MetaHuman Creator is surprisingly complete. The characters look amazing, they emote in ways that trick my brain. I cannot wait to see what's next for the MetaHuman Creator and digital human technology. If you've gotten this far, perhaps you should consider subscribing. Yes, there's only one video on the channel, but I will be making more, and you really don't want to miss out. Thank you.